Hello, YouTube. This is going to be my first album review. I really enjoy other people on YouTube giving their album reviews and stuff like that, so I was like, hey, why don't I do it for myself? Yeah, so this is the first one, and I decided to do Kishi Bashi, his first album, 151A, mostly because I checked and I didn't see any other reviews on there, so I'm like, hey, people might actually watch this. I actually found this on the Joyful Noise recordings website because of a different band they have, Talk Normal. I saw them live. They were opening up for Thurston Moore, and I don't know, I saw the name Kishi Bashi. It looked kind of fun. I was like, Kishi Bashi, that's kind of, I don't know, fun words, but it seemed cool. So I looked him up, and I really started getting into his song, It All Began With a Burst, and I was like, wow, this is really good. I really liked that song. It was just upbeat. I listened to it. It was snowing outside, and it was a really great song. And also Bright Whites. They're both really upbeat and just like really fun. I would highly recommend them. Both on his album 151A. But he used both of them in commercials. I don't know, when an artist puts their song into a commercial, I feel like it really doesn't make it as, like special. I don't know, it was in a commercial. I mean, they were like car commercials and stuff. I mean, that's kind of lame, but it opens up with intro, Pathos Pathos. That's the first song on here, and yeah, very interesting intro. He comes in with all these different violin noises. It's almost like I think he's really influenced by ELO, because it sounds just very I don't know, just very like big, just ominous, just this, you can tell something big's coming. You're like, wow, it's a really great intro for the album. And he begins with just very soft lyrics, and everything just kind of builds up through this first song, and yeah, to the rest of the album. It's funny though, because he takes this big building up, intro with Pathos Pathos and all this, and then the second song is Manchester, right? And which is a really like tame kind of song. The lyrics are like really good for this. It's about him like writing some story about what was that story about? I don't think there's really something happening. It's just about him writing a story. I don't think there's an actual story. It's just, him writing one. But it's great lyrics, just that kind of slower song, great violin. He's a really good violin player. It's funny, usually the front man's like guitar or something like that, but he plays violin and sings. I've seen some of his live stuff, and he actually uses one of those samplers, and he gets a bunch of different beats going, even boom boxes and stuff, and yeah, it's just him up on stage. A few times he has somebody else with him, like some side drummer or some other guy nobody's heard of. Or he's some guy from Tall Tall Trees. He's got like a banjo and stuff. I've seen him. Apparently he's supposed to be good. I haven't checked him out. Next track's Bright Whites. Again, great song. I've already talked about that. It's kind of got this island theme almost to it. The Kishi Bashi is Japanese, so it's just this kind of like Japanese little island children in the background like chanting for the first part. It's kind of fun though. Like it seems like, I don't know, it's like a good time, just happy and whatever. Yeah, I like happy stuff. So that's a good track. Very upbeat. It all began with the burst. Next, another great track, very upbeat. Interesting kind of lyrics, and the song keeps progressing, like with how he used the samplers. Like he'll have one beat going, and then throughout the song he'll add another beat onto there. And then the bass will come in, then the drums will get a little faster or something like that, and then he'll have another voice tracking in the background. Or it's interesting as it keeps going. It starts off amazing though, so it just keeps getting better. The only thing I don't like about It All Began With a Burst is I mean, it has like, you know, whenever he performs it live, he usually gets the lyrics wrong. I don't know. I've never seen him get the lyrics right live. He keeps saying rolling with one of the lyrics is rolling with the fast cars, many chemicals and whatever, but he keeps repeating that line even though it only comes once in the song. I'm not sure if that's just because he wants to for like artistic purposes, but the way he says it, it sounds kind of like he forgot. I'm like, how could he forget? This is his first album and he's keeps performing it wrong. I don't, maybe it is, but I don't know. It's cool live anyway if you're not paying attention to him messing up. It's a good track. We got Wonder Woman, Wonder Me. Next song, the fifth one. Trying to figure out how I feel about this track, song, whatever. It's interesting. Kind of a. It almost seems like it would be like raining outside when you were listening to the song. It's very relaxing. Except his voice changes. He has like two different kinds of voices he uses. One is just his normal one, and then he has this weird deep voice, which I kind of don't like, but in some cases it can be okay. It's good in this song. Definitely not one you'd want to fast forward, but not one you'd keep going back to. It's good though. Next side we have Chester's Burst Over the Hamptons. Chester's Burst Over the Hamptons, which is really fast song. It's only like a minute long though, so you're like, oh man, this is so great, and it's just him playing like awesome on the violin, just really fast, and there's that kind of constant boom 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 beat in the background, people clapping and stuff, but it ends in like a minute and you're like, oh, that was so awesome, and then it's just this weird synthesizer for the rest, and you're like, what I thought this song was gonna be longer, I thought it was gonna be cool, and it's kind of disappointing almost, but you can keep rewinding that 1 minute. Unless you're listening to it on vinyl, which you have to just keep getting up and putting it back, and so that would stink. Atticus in the Desert, next song. I know that's like a fan favorite. He keeps performing it like everywhere he goes. It's definitely when you, I don't know, I couldn't listen to it like a bunch of times over because I'd start. It's one that you save for a while, and then you think, I don't know, you haven't listened to it in a while, and you look back and go, oh yeah, that song was really good. It's one you can only listen to every once in a while, but it's a really good song anyway, or like almost like a ballad or something. It's just very cool, very nice vocals in this song as well. My mouth's getting dry. Let's see. I Am the Antichrist to You. It's almost same thing as Atticus in the Desert. The second side of the vinyl's a lot slower. Still good, but first side is better. Beat the Bride Out of Me. I don't know, the ending song's just kind of weird. I think I've listened to it like once or twice, maybe 3 times. I'm not a big fan of that song, but another thing I'm very big on, besides the actual tracks with vinyl, is how the presentation is with the album. So that's something else I'd like to review besides just the music, like how sturdy the album is, how much it weighs, if it's like wobbly, 120 gram, and stuff like that. I really like heavyweight vinyl, like 180 gram, because it's just so sturdy. I really like, holding on to it, and you're like, oh, awesome. This is put out by kind of an underground record company, so the cover is kind of flimsy. You kind of expect that, because I guess they don't have that much money, but the artwork is very nice on here. The front cover, we got that girl just like staring off into space, whatever. On top of the tiger. It's kind of interesting though, because even only with like 2 pictures, this one and the back cover art, which I'll get to, it can kind of almost represent like a different world you can kind of get into. I really like when they do that with different albums. Like, you're just kind of like wondering what's she doing, why is she on the tiger, and just like, yeah, what's she thinking? It's kind of an interesting thing to think about when you're listening to the album, and I don't know. The back, we've got these very nicely painted clouds. I don't know, I like just staring into these and being like, whoa, that's intense. Very nice. And the actual vinyl, I got the white edition because if an actual album ever becomes rare, it could sell for a lot more. The colored edition always sells for a lot, makes it a lot rarer. So hopefully he'll become really famous, and hopefully not a lot of these were pressed. I don't know how many of these were pressed, but hopefully not a lot, so I can be like, whoa, give me $100 for this. I don't know, but yeah, actually, very wobbly. It's not that heavy of a vinyl. Very sleek looking though. I mean, besides the weight, it's very nice. The edges on it are kind of sharp, which with a lot of vinyl it is that way. Like on the edges, I don't know. When you grab it, it kind of pokes up against you. But yeah, I'm guessing maybe 120 gram or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't come with much on the inside. The inside casing does have a dust cover here, which is nice, keeping it safe. Not all vinyl come with that. Oh man, I'm at 12 minutes. This isn't. It's too much. Need to learn how to not talk so much. But yeah, it comes with an inside slip, lyrics, a little bit more art. Same art though. Digital download for if you buy from their website. Or joyfulnoiserecordings.com. Yeah. And that's how I feel about Kishi Bashi's first album. He's supposed to come out with a new one soon. He hasn't announced it, but right now he's coming out with that Live on Valentine's Day album. It's only 7 tracks, but I don't know. It's a picture disc though, which is pretty cool. I ordered mine. Every 10th copy is signed, so I really hope I get a signed one. But yeah, hope you liked my review, and I'll see you later.